And I think he took it out of context. I'm talking about if she is trying to leave you,
Yeah, if she's talking about like
not
if
go to the store to get some honey packs for you.
she got
If
bags
she's
packed and
trying
she's like,
to
I'm ready to
leave
go.
you and she's ready to go, are you, Sharon, going to step out of the way and let that woman leave?
Oh my goodness. Since you want to bring it to that exact scenario, I would not hold my woman. If she do not want to be with me, she can do whatever she needs to do to be joyful. So I don't know how this got mixed up because I made sure I say she's joyful, and you want to take the joy out of my relationship and make her a chained up woman that is beaten down and she got ripped up clothes and she got holes in her panties. I don't know why we have to go to that extreme.
I don't even remember doing that. I think you over
That was in
exaggerated.
your own imagination of some kind of abused woman. But I said, death to us part.
Gotta keep them over there.
Something's telling me if Sharon's wife wanted to get out, like if she genuinely wanted to get out,
She can't. You seen Black Snake
he
Moan?
would he would not even let her out.
That's a marriage
That don't
law.
sound
And he's in a country that's not gonna let that's gonna keep her there. He control
Well,
that passport.
well, they say till death do us part. So I mean,
I don't know if the women would agree that that's a situation that would they want to be in. They couldn't, like, if they genuinely wanted to get out, they couldn't get out.
What you mean, like a man wanting to keep you? Keep me, baby.
see, she like that.
And then,
Yeah.
not to be,
You see
Well,
that?
I would say
Hey,
this.
hey, look, you see that smile from ear to ear? She like, yeah, my man. What? How they be saying it? My man
Let
don't
me,
play
let me,
about
let
me.
me.
She be.
Yeah,
They be
like
saying it
I
all
think women
day.
naturally want a man to like, not play about them and to keep them. Um, I don't take Sharon as being like psycho. I think that, like our assumption is accurate. Like his wife probably doesn't want to leave. He seems like he's very, I'm not saying you're soft, Sharon, but I'm saying you're very like, soft and loving and you just she's probably like, how do you want your lemonade, baby? you know?
Sharon has already expressed to us that he used to slap bitches. He just didn't say it in those words. So
Back in the day.
yeah, back in the day, Sharon definitely used to slap bitches. Like
But Jay,
he's giving
Yes.
it.
Not going. She's not going. My hoe's
Yes.
not going. She's not
if you
going. She
genuinely
just likes
wanted
to
to
talk
get
to
out,
other dudes. My hoe's not going.
hold on.
My hoe's not going. My hoe's not going. My hoe's not going. My hoe's not going.
See, the thing is, Sharon
Yeah.
wife will be in there with him.
No, really,
Well,
for
that's a
real.
reflection of him.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah,
for real, Jay.
Darwin.
If you genuinely wanted to leave, wouldn't you want to be to wouldn't you want someone to allow you to leave? Like, I don't see a woman wanting to be entrapped like that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying
I
you
mean, in all
genuinely want to go.
seriousness, yeah, in all seriousness, and something that's very unhealthy if that were the case. I don't really take him as being that serious as far as like what is he gonna tie her up into a basement?
I
I
I
mean,
don't
didn't say,
know.
it's not a
listen,
heart attack.
I don't know what he's gonna do, but if Sharon, if you can be honest, you would have let your wife leave if she genuinely wanted to go, right?
So when we talking about wanting to leave, me willing to do anything that is needed to keep the relationship going is what a woman is understanding, right? When I say, "Hey, babe, you're not leaving me because I'm gonna do whatever it needs to be done within our relationship to keep this going," that's what she is. She know I am committed to her. I'm committed to the relationship, to death do us part, and also be joyful within a marriage is what I signed up for. Not death to us part, and you have a duty to me no matter what is going on. No.
Sharon, do you have is there like a line that you won't cross to keep your wife happy? Or is it anything she come to you, she gonna do?
The line that I have is the one where she got to go outside to get USDA like y'all been.
So that's
was
your line,
saying.
right? But what if she says she wants
Yes.
to see you with another man? Would you do it?
Uh-oh.
No, that would be my line. That
That's
means
another
we
line?
are
And
no
that's
longer.
fair.
Yeah,
Like you at
yeah,
least
we
you're
no longer.
consistent, bro. Like
We won't be together.
Listen, I get it. I get the part where you're gonna if she say, "Hey, look, these are the things I need, and if you don't meet these needs, I'm not gonna stay here." I'm
Yeah.
with you that you're gonna do whatever it is to keep your marriage together. But if she genuinely say, "Hey, look, I don't care what you do.
I'm not
I'm
hitting
fed
my
up, I'm
with a strap
tired,
on.
and I want to leave," are you gonna let that woman leave?
No, we gonna take a
Oh
nap
my
together.
God. Oh my God. Oh
What
no.
you mean you
Somebody get this
tired?
guy.
What you mean
Yeah, so
you
that might
tired?
be that might be the where he like it might be where he just snaps. Like there are times when, you know, you guys see it, like when she really wants to leave, or even he wants to leave, and next thing you know, you see them on.
Sharon is gonna go from happy husband to human trafficker in one conversation.
I was hoping you didn't say that, Sharon, because that's not bad being on the record that you would. That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping you trolling, and I'm hoping you playing.
He's
I hope
just
to
joking.
God
Like
that you're
this,
playing.
like I don't understand what do tired mean. Like I don't understand those.
Who said anything
I
about
don't know,
tired?
that doesn't really compute for me. I'm tired.
Okay.
I don't
You
understand that.
remember that Tyler Perry movie where the girl was getting beat up by Blair Underwood, and he said, "If you're gonna leave me," and he opened the door to the balcony and said, "This is the only way you're gonna leave." Sharon wrote that role. Like he was the nigga that wrote that part for him. Because I think
y'all are joking about a serious matter right now.
No, I'm not joking. I really think that Sharon means that when he said that he's gonna do whatever it takes.
How was it a serious matter?
Y'all
How was
don't
it a
think we as
serious
men
matter?
should be holding him accountable or trying
No.
to?
How was it a serious matter when that's his business and his marriage?
Yeah, he trying to please his wife.
No, that's
wait. The strap-on part was wild. Like no,
I'm not even talking about those intricacies. I'm just talking about. Don't y'all think as men is responsible to look at that situation as something dangerous?
Nope.
That
I think our responsibility would be to not emulate that situation that we feel is dangerous and leave him the fuck alone.
So
okay, I don't know if I agree with that. Oh. I think we owe it to ourselves as men to be able to address the fact that if a woman says that she wants to leave, she genuinely wants to leave, and she's saying, "Hey, look, I don't care what you do, I want to go." I think us men, as men, we should address that as a problem. If he does not want to let that woman leave,
he just demonstrated that he has a level of commitment to his wife that none of us would have for ours. He would put a strap on. So again, if it's not my daughter, my dollar, or you know what I'm saying, or my mother, I don't give a shit what happens in that relationship. That's his business. Now, if I see the nigga on like First 48, he on some FBI watch list for human trafficking, you know, and he's looking for him because he can't find his wife, would I question it? No, the nigga said she can't leave. I would just think she tried to leave, and now, you know, he stood on his word.
But you don't find that as a problem?
No, so
I think the issue is that you trying to add in a toxic element to what I'm saying, when there's no toxic element to what I'm saying. That's the issue that we are having. That's the disconnect. Everybody else understands that I'm not saying anything toxic, that I'm gonna lock her into a radiator and put handcuffs on her and throw away the key. Everybody else understands that, but you, for some reason, when I say my wife is not going to get tired of me, you take it as a negative.
Hey, Darwin, I see what you just did, and it's wild, but I'm letting him finish before I say it, because that's crazy. You're good. You're good, sir. What he did was he added the same type of dangerous context to the shit that you were saying that you were doing to us. And I don't even think he walked in. I don't even think he realized it. Like
right,
that,
he added context to not leaving. Yes,
and that's what we were saying you were doing to us when we were talking.
And I did not. And now we could clearly see I did not do what they're accusing me of. I did not do that. I did not add any. I did not add no extra negative context to it. I explained. I explained. That's why that's why I be cooking up on this thing. You know what I'm saying? You let them talk long enough, you see the lengths they were trying to go to make me seem as a negative person, where they actually agree with the way how I'm moving. Majority of women would agree with how I move, right? Majority of successful relationship.
I don't think majority of women who heard
because that is how you be successful, is that think of a plan for you and your woman and execute that plan, whatever that plan is, right? So if I say, hey babe, I don't need God to be joyful in our marriage. I need me and you gonna do death do us part and stay joyful. Don't forget that part that I put and joyful within our marriage until we die.
Yeah. Listen, I get what you're saying. I just fundamentally don't believe women would be okay with being in a situation, in a relationship, in a marriage, where they're telling you they want to go and you're saying no. I don't care what reason you're saying no for. I don't care what context you put behind it. If she's saying she want to go and you're saying no, I find that as a problem.
I think that if Sharon were to keep his woman chained up and shackled, she'd have like a Gucci shackle, be drinking aquapana water, and have the best room service in the nicest hotel.
Bro, Willie, I really think he's playing it. I
no,
think you're being funny about this shit, bro.
I,
You
I'm
don't think
not,
this is a problem, bro?
this is the thing. I could see why if what you said was true, yes, it would be a problem. I don't
Well,
see
let's ask Sharon if that
I
is
don't
true.
know.
What I'm saying.
This is their business though. Like if that woman wants to be there, like if his woman understands his rhetoric and what he's saying right now, and she still wants to be there, that is their business. Let them do them.
Mark, I'm not talking about. I'm giving you the hypothetical situation. I didn't say she wanted to be there. I agree if she wanted. I'm saying it's the case where she doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Do y'all are y'all the same as Sharon?
No. So right now she's accepting this agreement. She knows that Sharon knows that.
I'm not talking about that. You moving back. You backpedal.
Okay.
Lamont, if your woman say, "Hey, look, I want to leave," she packing her shit and at the door. You're in the front of the door. Do you step aside or do you stand in her way?
Me? It depends. It
Oh
depends on the
my
situation.
fucking God, bro. What is wrong with y'all?
So this is the thing,
I
right?
can answer that question direct. I move.
But hold on. This is the thing, right? There are a lot of people, there's a lot of women who want you to stand in their way, right? It's a lot of women who you walk out, you let them
Don't do that,
let me
bro.
finish. It's a lot of women who and it depends on how serious she is, right? But it depends. There's a lot of women who you let them walk out, thinking like you just let me walk out. Right? We don't know his woman. We don't know their situation.
Well, listen. Can you see how we got a femicide issue, right?
No, we
Intimate
don't.
partner unaliving. We do.
We don't have a femicide issue.
We do.
We have a
Can't y'all
homicide issue.
see? Aren't y'all concerned that women who are listening to this
No.
Really?
No, not at all. Because
what if it was your daughter that was
a homicide issue? It's not a femicide issue. More men are killed than women by men than men kill women. So like that argument is crazy.
I'm just trying to understand y'all.
I think Darwin, it's a difference if you're begging your person to stay, or you're saying like stopping, you're standing from the door, please don't leave me, I want to be with you. Then if you get angry and you're hitting on them and now you're secluding them and other things like that, there's
intimidation and stuff like that. Intimidating her.
Restraining someone from leaving when they're trying to leave is kidnapping. I do not believe that Sharon would do that. However,
I believe it. If he said, why can't we believe it?
Listen, if he would, I'm not shocked.
But Jay, what is please don't go? I'm in a way, please don't. What is the hitting start? That isn't that where the hitting starts? Isn't that how it escalates? That she is trying to get out of that house. And he is constantly saying, please don't go. I want you to stay. And she's saying, no, no, no. What is the difference if he's on top of her trying to penetrate her?
There's a huge difference.
Where'd this go? Where did this?
We should look at it should be no difference. If he's on top of her trying to get in, or if he's in the doorway, it should be the same thing. Get out of the way. No, no, no.
Yeah, but it's a
Hey, Dari, what about that example you used earlier about that she has to perform? So, like, what if she's saying that she doesn't want to perform?
If she says she don't want to have sex, then that's totally fine. Then that is whenever the man hits her with options. Okay, do we get a divorce? Can I have my cake and eat it? Is there an alternative option? My whole context on performative is people don't want to perform. That's why they don't stay married long. They don't want to do the things that they don't like to do. And that example of a woman trying to get out of the door is an example of a woman tired or not wanting to do the things that she no longer likes doing.
I'll say this. We've seen like almost like, I guess what Mont was alluding to. We'll say if a woman's like, that's it, I'm leaving, I'm fed up, grabs her stuff, whatever, and she's about to leave, and he's like, no, please, I'm sorry, maybe he did something wrong, maybe he didn't, right? Maybe she's just, whatever the case is, I don't know. But she's trying to leave, and he's like, no, please. And then how many times have we seen, we say in movies, where she's like, he's kissing on her, hugging her, and then next thing you know, her bags are put down, and now they're back together.
Like in Baby Boy.
Yeah, so that's different than if somebody's in the doorway, stop being aggressive, stop standing in front of the doorway. That's totally different.
I understand that, but you got to be careful with that. If she's saying, I want to go, and you're constantly kissing and hugging her and trying to take her clothes off, that could be seen as sexual assault.
Okay, let me ask you this: Have you ever asked someone something and they said no, and you asked them again? Maybe it's an opportunity. If a door shuts on you, and somebody doesn't give you opportunity, what do? You try again harder, right?
You
You're
can
persistent.
verbally. There's nothing wrong with verbally saying please don't go.
After that first
I'm
no,
in
it's break
agreement
stuff.
with y'all. I like the please don't go by. Who the fuck was that? That song. Fuck it. No, don't worry about it.
Tank.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with verbally begging and pleading with your spouse.
Mike Posner.
But to get in front of your spouse and be a bar in front of the door which she cannot get out, I would be stuck in between it. Does she really want to be here with me? Or is she afraid that this could escalate to something to where she really can't get out? And
That's fair.
she's only yielding to me because she is afraid that I might do something to her.
That's fair. But like
We have to consider that whenever a woman is making a choice to stand down, that it could be that she's making a calculated decision at the point to where, okay, if I try to force my way out, he could probably lay hands on me and harm me.
So listen, all I want to make sure we do is that, like, I don't want us to put the jacket on Sharon being like, he required his wife to give a blood sample to get out the fucking house, or a retina scan or some shit like that, because that's not what happens. And I'm just being consistent, because anytime we have conversations that if somebody didn't have the entire context, the before part, I'm very, very consistent in making sure that we highlight that, because somebody watching this halfway through, now they think Sharon is some like 50 Shades of Grey nigga with his woman.
I would rather Sharon say that verbally out of his own mouth so that I could be comfortable enough to retract that he's a problem. Right now, I think he's a problem.
I'm just saying that we're not doing it, so that way people watching understand that we're not putting that on him.
I don't advocate for anything illegal. So if it's against the law, then
I can think of something illegal you advocate for.
Oh, maybe. Oh, but not in this context. And I don't advocate for kidnapping. I don't advocate for murder, in this context. And I don't advocate you intimidating a woman, right? So I didn't take Sharon for using intimidation to try to keep his woman in the house or nothing like that. So
I don't know about y'all, bro. I think that's a problem with us, man.
He admitted that he would use zip ties and not like metal chains. Like, I mean, shit, that's a win.
Oh my God, Willie, you were still putting humor in this, and I think this situation does not. This is probably one of the one situations in 2026 that does not need humor attached to it. I'm actually serious, bro.
It's kind of hard.
You made it into this type of situation. You made it weird, Darwin.
Okay, I'll back off. But if Sharon can say, if Sharon can go on the record right now and say, "Hey, look, I would stand out of the way and I will let my wife out of the door. I would literally yield and won't say a word."
Sharon, condemn the Proud Boys.
Hey, I would just say this. My wife just walked out of the door. I was in front of the camera the whole time. I did not stop her. She's outside in the streets right now.
You had to push the button to let her leave the house, though.
Man, I think he took it out of context. I'm talking about if she is trying to leave you.
Yeah, if she talking about
not go to the store to get some fucking honey packs for you.
She got bags packed and she's like, I'm ready to go.
You, and she's ready to fucking go. Are you, Sharon, going to step out of the way and let that woman leave?
Oh my goodness. Since you want to bring it to that exact scenario, I would not hold my woman. If she do not want to be with me, she could do whatever she needs to do to be joyful. So I don't know how this got mixed up, because I made sure I say she's joyful, and you want to take the joy out of my relationship and make her a chained up woman that is, beaten down, and she got ripped up clothes and she got holes in her panties. I don't know why we have to go to that extreme.
I don't even remember doing that. I don't think you over-exaggerated.
That was in your own imagination of some kind of abused woman. But I said death to us part and be joyful. And I said that, and I also referenced it that I do not want to do a death to us part with a duty, like how yours is performative, and that it doesn't actually mean anything.
I didn't say mine was performative.
Well, your rhetoric was about the woman has to be performative, and then you don't care about
if she's to be performative.
You said she had to be performative.
No, I did
you literally said she needs to perform whether she want to do it or not, right? That means
I did not say that. You can ask me to
Right, you don't
clarify,
think
but
you
I did
said
never say
that,
that.
right? Just like how I didn't say that my woman is going to be held hostage. I didn't say that.
I
But
didn't
somehow
say.
you got
Did I say that?
somehow
Did I
you
say
got
that your wife was
hostage
gonna be held
situation,
hostage?
and you called Liam Nielsen because she was tooken, not taken. I don't give a damn. I say tooken. I'm from Brooklyn, so that's what you put into this conversation. So all I'm saying when
I did not use the word hostage.
You didn't use the word.
right, you don't have to
hostage,
use the
said
word,
hostage.
but we
I
understand.
do.
We understand what
If you're
a
gonna say
hostage
that I
is, right?
said you held your wife hostage, I would have to use the word
Literally,
hostage.
if you are in my household and I don't let you out of my house, you are a hostage. Even if I don't call you a hostage, that's what you are.
Well, you could be a
So I
captain.
don't know why we act as if we don't understand. This is what I'm saying. We understand how to communicate. We understand what words mean, and we understand the
We
comprehension of a
do
sentence.
understand
I
what
don't have to
words
say
mean,
the word
but
hostage to make you a hostage.
if
I
you
don't have
say
to be
that, if you're
literal.
listen, Sharon, if you're repeating what I said and you said you literally said, then yes, you have to be on par with the term I use out of my mouth.
No, I do not. Your
Yes,
words
you
mean
do.
something.
If you say the word, you know what the word
No, I
literally.
do not have to be literal. I do not have to be verbatim. Your
Well,
words mean something. They
why would
connect
you use the
things
word literally if you're not saying literally what I said?
because you do not have to use the word hostage to call me a hostage. So you don't have to be literally and say, I told Sharon he's my hostage. This is what the art of lying language is, right? They say, well, I didn't exactly say that, but we know what you insinuated. We understand the
Listen, that's
context
what
and
I'm.
we can
Sharon,
comprehend the
Sharon.
sentence that you are
That's what I'm. If
using.
I
It
repeat, listen,
means something.
Sharon. If I repeat something you said, and I say that Sharon literally said X, Y, and Z, unless
But you
you
have not done
actually
that today.
said X, Y, Z, I can't
You have not
use the
done that.
word
You
literally.
have not executed that today.
Oh my
All right,
God.
y'all.
Okay.
You have not repeated anything I said verbatim. You put context on what I said.
It was a
I've never
fair.
said the word hostage out of my mouth. I
It,
said that you stood in front of the door, and when she tried to leave, you said no. You used
Okay,
the
by
word hostage. I
definition,
didn't use
can
the
you read
word.
the definition of hostage?
it was a fair
It doesn't
paraphrase.
matter, but I didn't literally. That's not literally what I
Yeah,
said.
but it
And
was
this
a
is what, okay, so
okay.
I'm glad that you said that. And this is the definition of liar language.
Oh
Because you
my God.
didn't say
Okay,
a
Sharon. You
thing,
know what? Let's just move the
it doesn't mean
conversation
that you
along.
didn't just because you didn't say an
It's
exact word doesn't mean
let's
that
just move it along, Sharon.
Yeah,
Let's just
you
move it
wasn't
along.
communicating that definition.
It's
it was.
totally
Because
fine. We can move it
if I
along.
say everything but the word hostage, but I say the full definition of it, and you understand what I'm communicating, I don't actually have to say the word.
Okay.
Man, you
Okay,
brothers
got
are
it. So
passionate
let's just
tonight,
move the
man. Y'all
conversation
got a
along.
lot of passion.
It was a fair paraphrase, I think, though.
Hey, but let's act like we don't like you can't log into that WeChat app and zap her ass if she don't get back home fast enough, Sharon. Let's act like we can't locate a motherfucker in that app. And you can cut off and turn their water off if you want to too, Sharon. So as a matter of fact, every other show we need to do a wellness check now. We need to see her ankle or her wrist to make sure that she's still breathing.
I
Yeah,
agree.
she gotta
Because
come
I
like
think the only reason why Sharon changed his energy was because I shed light on it being a problem. Had I never shed light on that being a problem, and this is the problem. A lot of men are probably moving like this. I'm just kind of concerned that a lot of men are moving like this whenever they're dealing with women. And until you shed light on it, that it's a problem, you will not see a change of energy.
Bro, when I get
It's so
married,
many
I'm
women that
moving.
are in situations like that because they don't have a man that's gonna point that shit out and say that's a problem. They probably wouldn't get out of the way.
I
Bro,
don't.
when
I
I
don't
get
think.
married, I'm moving my wife to a small town and hide that motherfucker like drug money.
I don't think Sharon changed his energy, but I think you
Man,
made him.
but
You
one thing about Willie, he always gonna trample the whole conversation with fucking humor, dude.
That's
There
how
be
you
some
make the
moments where it's
conversation
just
move
not
forward.
even.